Yes, you are. What was it, 3v3? And we saw... We needed more teams was another thing. Like, didn't well, we had to get the coordinators involved last time. Well, I mean, clearly they can't ask the. I was gonna say they can't ask streamers because they're just too powerful.
How about now? There we go. Gotta love Windows updates. Gotta love Windows updates. Thank you, guys. Ugh. So, with a 2-minute delay, as you guys can see, it is very important to inform us if there's ever any issue that we can fix. So, I guess we can start over and say hello. I'm Lord Zath, and I'm joined by Puddin597, who said hi before, and you guys could hear him before. You just couldn't hear me. So it is what it is. But we are bringing you guys night 2 of the Warships Weekly Tournament thing. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna start with, what are we? NTR, and Wolves Protect the Pack, WPP. So that's who we're gonna look to take care of for you guys.
I mean, if you guys want, I could just mute my mic so you can't hear either of us.
All right, everybody's telling me that there's no sound. I know. I'll just spam it so that people can be reminded there's a 2-minute delay. But thank you, Hog, for bringing it up to my attention, so we get that fixed at least. Okay, we've got 6 minutes until our start. Good, okay. All right, we are Gucci for that stuff. Gaelic! Gaelic! I said it's fixed! This is the fun part about the delay, guys, is that, like, one little bit, like, everybody just keeps chiming in, hey, you're not right, you're not right. It's like, dude, I know. I appreciate you guys, though. So let's take a look at the rules for tonight, okay? Tonight is 5 versus 5. This is a Swiss group. Now, the way Swiss works is that matches are generated once the previous matches have completed, which means we will be seeing some time in between the matches. So after one match is done, it's going to be another 5 or so minutes before the next one gets all set up, okay? This is a 5 versus 5. Can you guys see that okay? Let me zoom in a little. No, maybe I can't. Okay, I don't know why there's such bad margins on either side, but whatever. So it's 5 versus 5 in a best of 1 format, tier 10 ships only, up to 1 battleship, and only 2 of any single permitted ship unless otherwise stated. No carriers, no subs, and no experimental ships. No Commissar, Louisiana, Libertad, Colombo, and there's a combination list there you can see in front of you of ships that can be taken. Ships in early access, unobtainable ships, etc., are not allowed, and they have an appendix for that. And here's the appendix. Okay?
Why are you reading off the clan battleship bans and restrictions?
I'm sorry, what?
So why were you reading off the clan battle ship restrictions and bans?
I'm not. Maybe they are also restricted and banned in clan battles, but I'm reading off exactly what is in front of me here. So, anyway.
At this point, you're going to need a chart again to figure out what you can play and not play.
Yeah. Basically, you're going to need something that says, can I play this? Yes or no. And some tournaments do that, right? Some tournaments put that in as a thing. I'm going to test my commercial break.
For clan battles.
Yeah, well, that too. But at least with clan battles, it won't let you ready up, right? I'm going to test a commercial break right now, guys, while we're out of game, just because I don't want you guys getting screwed and missing a game. Okay. Teams are coming in from the other side, so that's good. I should write this down. This is NTR versus WPP. Oh, speaking of PP, there is a code that you guys are going to want to add in. There you go. PP. Ta-da! So make sure that you go enter your PP. And in the meantime, we do have a tournament set up for it, but I don't really know how much they're going to keep it going. Looks like they are. I kicked you here while you were watching me get all the Santa containers. Ah, okay. Fair enough, Gaelic. Sorry. I did warn you guys I was going to do something like that, right? Now, in the rule set, I believe they also have prizes listed. So there are some prizes, and that would be steel, as well as destruction effects. That's neat. This is a pilot season. This is designed to be a weekly tournament. They're trying to find a night to do it. They want to see what works. They want to see what consists work. So in terms of like 3 versus 3, 5 versus 5, etc., etc. What do you want to do, right? So here we are. Thank you guys for tuning in, by the way. And Puddin', thank you for streaming alongside me, as always.
Mm-hmm.
And Lion, hello. Did you come through on my thing? Maybe I didn't see you. Nope. Okay, it should be coming through. Thanks for tuning in, Lion. All right, teams are writing up. We got a minute to go. Did the commercial break run? Looks like it hasn't started yet. Let's see. 2-minute delay. Why is this on 10,000? Hold on a second. Calculator. Actually better. This one. Convert. S to minutes. Okay, 1.6 minutes. So it should run soon. We'll find out. All right. They just dropped somebody from one of the teams just dropped from Team Bravo. They have to add a commander. They forgot to put a commander on their ship, so that's oof.
Big oof.
Oof, oof, oof. Okay, so that's looks like it is gonna do commercial break. I wonder if it's this one. What is... Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. I'm using my wrong setup here. That's why I was all screwed up before. Okay. So, commercial break should be going now. Okay. All right, everybody. Hopefully this fixes it. So that's half of a minute. Let me think about how I got this programmed here. Half a minute. I see it. I see it. Yep, I was using the wrong one. I have different Stream Deck setups. And this tournament is a 2-minute delay versus normal tournaments. It's a 5-minute delay. So that's... And I'm teaching people about what pluses mean. My background music sounds like Diablo dungeon music. Oh, the calm one. Oh, okay. I don't know. All right, let's get into the game. Let's see if this button worked. Hey, it worked. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first look at the weekly tournament pilot season, day 2 for World of Warships. This is 5 versus 5, and we saw a lot of Klebers last week Monday when it was 3 versus 3. I have a feeling we might see more Kleber again today. We'll find out, but this is NTR has a Kleber, a Stalingrad, another Stalingrad, a Napoli, and a Preußen with a secondary build, and not running Lutyens. Running Vigilance and using one of the Von Broeks or whatever for captains. Interesting decision. Tell us about the other side, Puddin'.
Other side, we have a Napoli, a Stalingrad that's reload, so because the small maps are coming into play.
Yeah, with 2 less flags.
Des Moines, is that a full 21-point captain?
No.
Well, he's definitely running Palsy, maybe. And then we have a Repub. That looks like he's built for tanking?
I don't see the Halsey pennant, but it could still be Halsey. Hello, Wyatt.
He's got bonus to his turret traverse and reload, and I think that's just Halsey, isn't it?
It could be one of the Does as well. Could be George Doe, John Doe, whatever. So for people to understand, this tournament, there is no press account for everybody. So everybody has to use the ships and captains and builds that they already have set up. Unless, of course, they want to spend the time, effort, doubloons, Elite Commander XP, whatever, to rebuild their ships. Most players are probably playing with just whatever they have. So, like our Des Moines guy here, for example, not using a 21-pointer. NTR going for the Apes Together Strong strat, everybody going over to the A-cap. Kind of interesting. What do you think about that idea, Puddin'?
Well, it's going to be interesting once the two teams meet each other. I don't know why the Shimmy got off B and his AA's on.
Maybe he got afraid of the ASW planes. Uh,
I mean, that's gonna put him a little bit behind the eight ball,
oh, absolutely, yes.
just because Team Alpha will clearly have the ticks pointing in their favor, but once the Stolly and Napoli get C, you know, it will be just defend.
Hey, look, a radar. And here's the thing, the getting off the cap earlier is going to come back to bite these guys in the butt, because now they can't get the B cap. At least not until that radar expires. Which
Well,
it's about to.
If I was that Shimmy, I would have made a play for the island.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And then be like, okay, what are you going to shoot?
Mm-hmm.
But what was the smoke for?
We'll call it a tactical smoke.
Mm-hmm. Are you tactically protecting the dolphins that you left?
Yes. All right, so 2 Wolf Sniper is going to get back into the B cap now. This gives NTR plenty of time to maneuver.
Well, it looks like the Napoli figured out that they did the ape strong together.
Yeah, I wonder how
and
many
it's just
of
letting
these
the
guys...
Stolly get the cap.
I'm wondering how many of these guys have radio locations. Is that a torpedo reload Napoli? It is. With Sansonetti. Wow. And Torp Speed. So, nobody else has radio location. The Shimakaze even does not have radio location on that player's build. So, it's good they got Yamamoto, but they have no idea of where their opponents are. They're just guessing. But I don't see radio location for NTR either.
It's going to be interesting. This club is going to come up behind the Repub in Des Moines.
Yeah, Des Moines detected now.
Like, they have no clue that club is there.
They do not. Oof, big hit there. That's Stalingrad shells. Another Stalingrad hit. There's the radar of, oh my god, I might die. Catching the Kleber.
I don't think it's, oh my god, I might die. It's, oh my god, I'm going to die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's already used 1 heal. That was an insta-DCP. So I think the Des Moines will survive. It's just a question of...
He won't survive. The club's coming, and he's... Okay, Des Moines got his turrets turn.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Repub, for whatever reason, is choosing not to. And Matrix Savage takes him down with an AP shell to the middle. Okay. Let's take a look from the Kleber's perspective. Oh, big hit there from the Repub. Big hit from the Repub.
More importantly, it did reset a torp. You know,
yeah.
I mean, they're all loaded, but still.
And the Kleber dies with an attempt to YOLO the Repub and fails to kill the Repub. So technically it's a trade, although I like NTR's positioning far better than WPP's.
I mean, just because the club didn't get the kill, the Repub is still dead because he forced the Repub out in the open for everybody to shoot him.
Yes, this happened with me earlier today on Ranked. I was commenting on that same thing.
Good old Ranked. We're the best of the best of the best of the best play.
Sir. With honors.
We can't say sir. What if there's a man? Or a tree?
Oh, come on. That's a quote from Men in Black.
Yeah, Men in Black. When he takes the test and breaks his pencil, opening the test.
Mm-hmm. Napoli on Napoli violence for a little bit. But I don't think this Repub is going to survive, y'all.
Well, I mean, you know, the age-old strategy of, oh, I have 6 people shooting me. I know what I should do. Stop and reverse. They'll never be able to hit me then.
while I'm broadside to like all of them. But see how the NTR utilizes their Stalingrads in a position so that it's difficult to properly angle. And you can see the Napoli kind of stuck in between both of them. His secondaries are firing, but more importantly, he can't give a proper... He can't angle properly to both of these targets. And then you've got the Preußen that's going out to the sides more. See, so now he's turning because he sees the Preußen, but now he's showing quite a bit of side to Disquarius to Stalingrad.
He'll be fine. He's in reverse.
This is...
Nothing bad ever happens to a ship in reverse.
We totally saw that last, just a few moments ago. But this is...
I mean, this is the thing where you just make the cruiser lose a turn and pray.
Mm-hmm. And this is why Napolis don't bow tank and usually aren't in the front of the pack. So I'm not quite sure what the plan was for him, but he is holding B cap for the Dominion, shall we say.
Ugh.
Nice hit there from the Preußen.
Oh.
And Disquarius isn't even bothering to shoot the Napoli. Instead, they go and they shoot the Stalingrad.
I mean, I
Wow.
would do the same thing.
I mean, you know that the Napoli is pretty much dead. Take the opportunity shot, right?
Yeah.
And there you go. And this game is all but over as the Shimakaze now types in the team chat, noob team. Oh wait, no, that's ranked.
Could be randoms.
Could be randoms. But look at
It's
the
probably
difference.
screaming in Discord.
Look at the differences in damage dealt for NTR versus WPP. Look at that difference. The Napoli doing the most damage, more damage than even the Republique. Wow. Well, sadly, I don't think that we're going to have a death pick at the end of this game. We've got 5.5 minutes to go.
Like, what are we saving here, Shimmy?
Pots PR? I'm going to go with Cots PR.
I mean, you already got one kill, so you saved the official wargaming blowout.
This is true.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
No, that's not how you run away. You stop and reverse. Did you not learn from the Napoli and the Repub?
Oof. Big hit there. And there we go. We do get a death pick. Look at that. All right. You guys know me. I love my death picks. And there we go.
And your time
first...
extensions.
And your time extensions. Absolutely. Your first look at a unofficial wargaming blowout because the bear died. But solid early game by NTR, huh? All right. I'm going to push this button and pray really, really fast. Okay.
Are we one and done?
We are one and done. These are all best of ones, just like Monday of last week. So chat, we're gonna get a commercial break going here. You're not gonna miss anything, okay? We have to wait for each of the matches. There's 5 matches going on. You guys just caught one. You have to wait for the other 4 matches to finish, and then once they finish, then they have to redraw the next one. So you're talking about 10-15 minutes or something like that in between. So now is a great opportunity. Stretch your legs. Talk about the weather. Talk about dinner. You know, whatever you want to do. All right. And I'm going to hit the commercial break button and see if that works this time around. Also, I'm curious. Is it... Huh. Really?
What?
Maybe it's because I'm on a different, yeah, it's probably because I'm on a different setup here. So I've got, closed captioning, that I've re-enabled now that I've got everything fixed, you know, like with the new processor. But I'm just curious to see, like, if it's working or not. It looks like it might be or might not be. I don't know. Uh-oh, looks like they had an illegal lineup in the game
Thank
I'm
God we
in.
weren't here with the lawyers.
Yeah, YOLO K and Tango. This is what happened at the start. Last week we had a team that also brought a illegal lineup. Let's see, save. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's not working because I've got the delay, which is fine. That makes sense. Oh, I have to tick a box that says captioning enabled. There we go. Now captioning is enabled. Okay. We'll see if that works. I want to test everything and make sure it all works, you know? Let's go ahead and add punctuation too. Because that's fine. Okay. NGA anchor management is working. YOLO K wins because of a illegal lineup. What did these guys bring? Let's see. Where's the button? Open in browser. Here we go. This is what they brought. So Tango, Colombo, Zhao, Des Moines, Hindenburg, Daring. I'm guessing it's Colombo plus something. Colombo is tournament banned. That's it right there. Yep. Okay. So everybody, now we're going to have to wait a little bit for our next round to get kicked off. So YOLO K gets a win. I think that happened the same time, the same thing happened last week. I think there was also a win for them. I don't know. Anyway, cheers everyone. NGA anchor management should be done too. Yeah. So now we're just waiting for the round to be generated with the next group of games. There will be 7 rounds today, everyone. 7 rounds. Okay, these are best of ones, just 7 rounds. And then as you guys can see here, we've got a points system based off of their opponents and stuff like that. And eventually we'll have a grouping. Ranking system, whatever. Until then, all we can do is wait until the next round is drawn.
Or we could call the lawyers.
I mean, we could call the lawyers, true. But it did specifically state right here, tournament ban, Colombo. So, if you don't see that, that's on you. One of the hard parts about playing tournaments, though, in this game, you were talking about clan battles and it being difficult to put together stuff, right? But it's almost more difficult in tournaments like this because there's no easy way to tell if your lineup is right or not, you know? Clan battles, you just can't queue in it, right?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure everybody's got access to the tournament page, which means you can put the lineup through there, and it will tell you if it's legal or not, right?
I'm not 100% sure if that's the case. So, in previous tournaments that we have covered, there have been organizers like Clash of the Classes do a really good job of this, for example, where they will state, okay, here are, the different lineups you can choose from. Or in some cases, they'll have like a lineup calculator builder, right? And you can put it all together. But so far, I don't think that that's something that's been added to tournaments yet. Yet being the operative word. Because frankly, nobody wants to lose on a technicality, right? On a rule violation, especially a ship violation. That's just annoying.
I mean, I agree, it sucks, but,
Mm.
easy win for YOLO K. Must have been, the only bad thing for them, that was probably the game of their lives. Each of them all at 400k damage with 12 ships killed.
Right? I mean, yeah, absolutely. Chat, I'm also not seeing any updates to the to my ads manager. This is something that tells me when the next commercial break is set to start, and right now it says 4 minutes and 30 seconds. It could be because of the stream delay, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to kick off another commercial break now, because we don't have anything to talk about right now anyways. So let's just get it kicked out, blown out of the water. I think I had to do this last week on Monday too, because of the time out of battle was like more than the time in battle. So I was forced to like do this more frequently. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you don't, because you don't stream tournaments. You just hang out. You do the easy thing.
Right.
Jerk.
I mean, it's not easy to look this good by not showing my face.
By showing the dogs. Here we go. All right, that should be good enough. Just messing with the screen there a little bit so that you guys can see things a little bit easier. Yeah, that's better for you. So there's our rules. Swiss round 2 has begun. Currently nothing posted.
5 minutes.
Ah, here we go. All right, next round starts at 56. Yep, 5 minutes. So we just did NTR and WPP. Is there a team you want to see specifically?
Not really. Like,
Okay. Then how about
we'll eventually get everybody.
That's the idea, yeah. So, how about we do PBG, that's Peyton's Big Something, and NGA, which is the Naval Gaming Alliance America, Navy Gaming America, I think is how they go. And we could take a look at those teams. That work for you?
Sure.
Navy Gaming America, they've won their first game. Actually, Detonation and Tango. Detonation, okay. No. ZGRSG did not win. Trying to see if there's teams facing others that have won. And so far, ours is Peyton's Big Goons and Navy Gaming America. That's the teams right there. That's what we're going to bring you guys in about 4 minutes.
The room was up.
Yep. I need to know if ads ran. They don't seem to have run on my channel. I wonder if there's something wrong with my ad command. That could be problematic for us. How can I fix this? Make sure I'm signed in, maybe that fix? I don't know. How are we doing on timing? Okay. Was that 56 it was supposed to be?
Yes. In 2 minutes.
Okay. The game is up, by the way. Oh, you're already in. Okay.
Apparently I was going to play for Team Bravo.
Why won't it run a commercial break? 90 seconds. Okay. Go to my main. 180 seconds on the main. That's fine. It's hella weird, but okay. Do not understand. Hello, Yuki. When does the tourney start? It already has. Already has. Okay, so this should be the right one. Let me put an add new and then go back to, okay. Maybe that'll work? Very strange. All right, so teams are readying up. We should be getting to the next game soon. So we've got what do we call these guys? PBG versus NGA. All right, looks like commercials didn't start the way I thought they would. Okay. Well, hopefully I can get this fixed for the next run then. Maybe disconnecting my account and reconnecting it will work. I don't know. Uh-huh. Aha. Okay. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. Maybe I have to rebuild that. Well, I can try it and see what happens. We'll try it with the new command. Okay, well, we should have enough time for this to get over, and then we can test it out afterwards. NGA is not ready just yet. Okay, well, whatever. Button's been fixed now. Maybe? No. Yes, Yuki, I'm casting the tournament. You just missed the first game, and now we're getting ready for the second.
Hopefully soon. .tm. Brought to you by the lawyers.
Yep, by the lawyers. Cloudy Shores, hi, thank you very much for helping. Remember, everybody, there's a 2-minute delay in the stream, so if there's something wrong, if you've got a question, ask away, comment, please. But just remember, you're going to have to wait about at least 2 minutes before you hear a response. The joys of stream delays. Glacial, nope, it's not run by me, it's run by the King of the Sea organizers. Excellent, okay. They are dropping. That's right, between now and last week, I built my new PC. I forgot about that. Okay, let's see if this is the right one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is our second game for the evening, our second match. This is PBG, Hayden's Big Goons, versus NGA, the Naval Gaming America. Naval Gaming America. So PBG has a Yu Yang, that is a radar Yu Yang with torpedo build. Interesting. Marsili. Another Marsili. Petropavlovsk with unique upgrade. And finally, there's Peyton in Ohio. That is full secondaries. Neat. Button, tell us about the opposite team, please. NGA.
The Bravo team has got a Marceau running some special captain because expert, more survivability. Then we have a Stalingrad that is reload. Another Stalingrad is reload. That's important so you can both shoot at the same target.
Mm-hmm.
A Napoli not running Pack-a-Punch. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's built for, to be honest with you. And then we have the
not
Yamato not running unique mod, but Does it really need it? Yes.
It does.
Just makes accurate guns even more accurate.
It does. Once again, a reminder, these guys are not using press accounts. Okay? This is all of their main accounts. Which means you're going to see people spec for randoms here, and maybe that Yamato is more of a random build. You're going to see builds without full 21-point commanders, which we saw last game. It can happen. Well, Marceau
I got yelled
goes...
at for running my clan battle built Zao
Mm-hmm.
in randoms.
Well, looks like PPG is running the Apes Together Strong strat, like we saw last game, all going one way. The advantage to this is whatever you come across, you just clobber it and keep moving. Blue Sky over on YouTube, hello.
This is the second destroyer that got off a cap that almost had a cap with no inkling of anybody shooting him.
I wonder if he's like, if these players are nervous, right? Because we're covering them on a tournament and they don't normally play tournaments.
Why make fun out of everybody?
Yeah, well, that's why they're nervous. Now going back to the Napoli for a moment, you're absolutely right. It does feel odd that they are not running with Pack-a-Punch. Because Pack-a-Punch, of course, helps get that secondary range out to what makes those sap secondaries so beautiful. He's also not running secondaries in slot 3, which, of course, synergizes well with Pack-a-Punch.
I mean, I wonder if this was his only 21-point captain, which, okay, at least you're bringing a 21-pointer in, but...
It's a possibility. Now, keep in mind, of course, since it is a premium ship, if there are other commanders, you can put another commander on. Maybe if it's 20 points instead of 21, okay, then you just don't take one of the 1-point skills. I mean, he's got both incoming fire alert and priority target. Usually you do one or the other, not both. Meanwhile, NGA's Marceau is looking for the carrier.
Well, I mean, I like getting behind because everybody's guns will be looking forward, not behind. But the YYs possibly could be pinging the Marceau behind. Because he does have RPF. Somebody likes information. Shocked.
Yep. I don't like what I'm seeing at ACAP here, which is the Yamato, Stalingrad, and other Stalingrad literally merging together and forming Voltron. And hello, Duckman. Yes, there is a delay. It says so in my stream title. 2 minutes.
I don't know why you hate Voltron. Like, what did Voltron ever do to you?
I used to love Voltron growing up. I used to watch it all the time. And also, I think I'm hearing thunder.
Possibly. It's supposed to be scattered showers.
Hey, Scope.
I did the lawn. Nice, very nice day out. And I'm like, you know what? Certain areas needed. I'll just do it. We're having that same problem with our yard. There's a good amount that frankly needs to be cut, but my wife is resisting with every shred. Every ounce of energy, she's resisting. Because I thought we could do it tomorrow. I don't blame her. I don't either. But I thought we could do it tomorrow, or we could do like a garage clean out, you know, get rid of all the salt and crap from the winter. Well, yep. I got a lot of dog poop to clean up. I hope it rains, because it washes it all away. I mean, that's just how exciting this gameplay is right now with bowing Stalingrad, and Yamato.
Yeah, you know, the problem with this is it's going to allow PBG to, frankly, just focus on one at a time, because all three of them are just chilling together.
I mean, I like how the Napoli's off on the flank, so nobody can really afford a show side.
Yeah, but the Napoli is kiting away so far. What the Napoli should be doing is trying to get on the side of the Marsili and get behind him, just like the Marceau. If they could do that, then they can get some good, some good, like, pressure going. But
definitely. I don't like the
Oof.
or the Stalingrad. Wrong. You're a little too close. What can you shoot?
Yeah, nothing.
Like,
I mean, now he can shoot the Yu Yang because Big Boy came around, but that's about it.
but like, Lift definitely needs to get to the island.
Yeah. But the problem is now there's both Stalingrads are pretty much, huddling next to the island for warmth, and they're not providing much help to the team. Hey, Napoli got some good hits on Big Boy 69's Yu Yang.
They're providing warmth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not see all the fires on the one Stalingrad?
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, you act like in Ohio is just going to march right through the gap and just blast somebody's broadside.
I mean, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it?
Nothing to really stop him?
Except Yamato. Right, Yamato? Go on, stop him. Ooh, his back turret is facing the wrong way.
Don't worry, that turret will get around in the next game.
Meanwhile, ARC Trooper's Napoli is in trouble because he didn't turn around, and now he's going to be pushed farther and farther forward into broadsides. He should be looking for broadside shots on this Marsili right now, but he's not.
Well, I mean, at least he dragged the Marsili out of the fight.
Duckman, thank you for your sub. I'll read out the characteristic thing in a moment. Yeah, so, gee, if you're Peyton, which ship are you going to shoot at? Let me think. The broadside Stalingrad, the kiting away Stalingrad. Yeah, you're going to shoot the broadside Stalingrad. Oh,
I was going to vote for Napoli.
Oh, big hit there. And then he could just ram the Yamato.
I wonder if he's going to ram.
He's probably going to ram the Yamato. You might as well.
I wonder if he slows down to get a shot off on the Stalin now.
And the Yamato shot into the bow of the Ohio and did practically nothing as well. So that
Well, you only have pesky overmatch mechanic.
So that whole idea of putting all the beef into one section and just marching together from the A-cap hasn't really worked out for these guys. Probably sounded good on paper.
Well, I mean, they could still burn out a petrol and kill the YY in 6 minutes.
I mean, anything can happen. I mean, the Marceau could, I don't know, kill a bunch of people too. Right? Right? Yeah.
Well, could. Bring back detonations to make tournaments random again.
Mojo's either not watching his shots or hoping he can dig a hole through the island with his shots. Because they're just hitting nothing but mountain.
Yeah. Must be a Battlefield fan.
Oh, the title, it didn't change, Duckman. Ah, okay. You are forgiven, sir. And thank you for F5ing. That's wild. Well, not much left in this battle, y'all.
Oh,
Marsili, by the
gonna
way.
go down. Looks like he lost the turret, incapacitated.
Yep. Now, if you look at where Ballin is shooting on the Stalingrad, he's aiming for the superstructure. He's aiming above the second turret. Which makes sense, because the bow armor is pretty thick on the Stalingrad.
Well, down goes the turret again.
Yeah.
If those were torp tubes, they'd be destroyed by now.
This is true. Hey, there goes the Napoli.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Battle's gonna end in less than 5 minutes as the Marsili gets the kill.
Well, he broke everything on the Stalingrad now.
And now it's just, once again, a lone destroyer. Just like the last game, it's not going to be an official wargaming blow-up because one person did die. And this time it was in a ram.
Well, I mean, at least this guy's shooting, so they can shoot back.
Careful what you wish for. He just stopped shooting. See? He's going to go dark. Oh, okay, now he's shooting.
Just waiting for his turret to turn.
The enemy is about to win.
Goodness. And he actually might get the kill on the Marsili. Yeah, he's gonna get the kill on the Marsili. Wow,
are you
and he
gonna
goes
get your
dark.
double death pick?
Nope, because he went dark.
Well, I mean, it's turning in at least.
Yeah. I appreciate this.
I
Hey,
mean,
World
he
Spawn,
torps
thanks
the
for the raid.
Petro, torps the YY, and then just rams the Marsili and call it a day.
You can do that.
The enemy is about to win.
Why big boy's torping? Probably just the flex.
I mean, might as well. And there we go.
Well, there goes the dream of 3 kills at the end.
Right? There was a dream that was NGA. Oh, goodness. Well, in that game, it was actually 2 ships sunk by the winners, by PVG. So congratulations, them. Let's move to the outer screen here. I'm going to try running a commercial break again now and just see if it works. Before I do that, though, welcome on Raiders from WorldSpawn. I'm Lord Zath, the North American community contributor, and we are bringing you all a special tournament. This is the Warships Weekly Tournament. You can type !weekly in chat to find out more about that. There's a 2-minute delay right now, and I have a giveaway going now thanks to WorldSpawn's raid. It is for a blue bonuses container. All you have to do is be a follower of the channel and active in chats. Just type anything in. If you are tuning in from YouTube, Rumble, or Kick, the giveaway's on Twitch only. Sorry, that's the only way we can do it. So just head over to twitch.tv/Lord_Zath. Make sure that you're following and type something in the chat. Get some goodies. There we go. There you go. All right, let's get the commercial break run and see if that works. The goal. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. So we just finished that game. It's going to be a little bit of time before we get the next round going for you guys, okay? Hopefully hopefully I fixed the commercial break issue. We'll find out. Blowout equals overwhelming win. Shutout equals enemy didn't get a kill. Gotcha. See, we call those official wargaming blowouts if the enemy didn't even get a kill. So, either way.
I mean, it's what Wargaming calls a blowout.
Either way, guys, it's going to take a few moments before we get all squared away with our next battle. So take your time, stretch your legs, whatever you need to do. I see Minnie in the need help category channel. I wonder if he's streaming too. I think he was streaming last weekend. Or last Monday.
He was?
Yeah, I thought he was. I don't see him streaming.
But I think that's where they... I know Oceanless, I think, sat there last time. Like, we could go in there and interview Minnie, right?
We could.
Be like, yes, we need help with an interview.
That's true.
Maybe we'll get that to say more than just one word.
Hey, what do you mean?
There we go. We did it. We accomplished the goal, guys.
Okay. Oh, there's actually 2 giveaways going. My bot decided to do another one. Okay, well, now we got 2 giveaways going, y'all. Double the chances of winning. Okay, this time it worked. This time it kicked off the commercial break like it's supposed to. So I literally had to go into my Stream Deck program and reprogram the commercial break command. That's okay. Frustrating, but okay. I just had to remember that for future.
Round 3 starts in 4 minutes.
Oh, they've already got that going. Nice. All right, let's take a look at who's fighting who. Now, we've seen teams that have won. Let's see if there's any teams that... What the heck? Tango and Dark Seas Titans have dropped out of the tournament. There's only 4 groups now.
Well, at least it's an even number.
Yeah, but that's wild. Okay, well, we haven't seen YOLO K or ZGRSG yet, so I think that's where we're gonna go. Does that work for you?
I don't know. It kind of seems sus.
Why?
I don't know. When I think of a reason, I'll let you know.
Okay. Did I mention your cat is flat? Well, scope. Those are dogs in the picture, and it's a picture, so that's why it's flat. And Stevie is also flat back there because that's also a picture.
Who
All
in
right,
the right
so-
mind thought that dogs were cats?
YOLO K and ZGRSG. Okay. The game is up, by the way.
There we go.
What? Okay, so my lights are telling me the commercial break ended, but it says ad starts in 0 seconds. Okay. Whatever. All right, so on the bright side, with fewer teams, in theory, each of these segments will be done faster, which means we're done earlier in the evening. Maybe. I'm okay with that. I guess. I don't know. It still feels kind of odd, but, you know, whatever. Here's everybody. Got some dirty water for tonight. Why not? Yeah, it still says ad starting soon. That's weird. Oh well. For those of you guys that jumped on in with the raid, Blue Sky, hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. For those of you guys who jumped in on the raid or have been tuning in, just recently tuning in, this is the Warships Weekly Tournament Pilot season. We did Monday night last week. It was 3 versus 3. And we are now doing Friday night, tonight. And it is 5 versus 5. And you can kind of see the rules set up here. I know that blinds everybody, but I don't want to go through the process of getting this into dark mode. I don't know where to do that, to be honest. So you're just going to have to deal with the white. That's better on my eyes, too. Anyway. There are 7 rounds tonight, and we are on round 3. This is going to be round 3. So you still have 5 rounds to catch. These are best of ones. So it's a one and done. You get the game, and you take the break, and that's it. Okay? If you haven't seen it already, I am doing sponsorship from Hero Wars. If you would be so willing to support me in a non-monetary fashion, all you have to do is click the link that's in chat there and play the game in a browser window for 10 minutes. You don't have to download anything. You can do it in a incognito environment, so you don't have to worry about cookies and all that. If you've done it before already, you can only do it once per device. So if you've already done it before, you're good. But there you are. All right, the Real Light Duckman barking into the fray with a legendary 55 months of subscription. Duckman is one of my longest standing subscribers on this channel, so thank you again, Duckman. Your support is the wind beneath our sails, and with that kind of loyalty, we're sure to conquer the high seas. Woof. There you go. Waiting on 2 people to get started. Now, it just went to another commercial break, which makes no sense to me, but okay. It just ran a 30-second commercial break because Twitch be twitching.
Don't you love Twitch and their ad break program? Like, it's just...
I don't get it. And I've been on streamers sites before where like I'll sit through like a 20-second like pre-roll and then I'll like say hi and they're like, hey Zat, and then boom, there's commercials again. It's like, what? Where did that come with, from? How? I'm really confused. But oh well.
I think they're just doing it to like get people to either get turbo or sub to the streamer.
They're definitely, I actually, what's funny is I actually ran into somebody at TwitchCon last year and he told me that he runs, I think it was 12 minutes of ads per hour, 12. And he just basically said, just get Twitch Turbo and you don't have to deal with it. Like he was literally pushing people to get Turbo because of that. And I said, don't you lose people? He's like, no. Okay. Like I run 6 and there's so many people that complain. I can only imagine 12. But okay.
I mean, like, I love idiots that complain about commercials or ad breaks. Like, you remember watching a 10-minute show and 30 minutes of ads?
Oh, yeah.
Like on TV? Like,
just watch the Super Bowl or something like that. Not enough active chat. Guys, we need 10 people active in chat for giveaways to work. 10. There's 82 of you here, so we should definitely have 10. If you haven't typed anything, just type. Say something. Say hello, All the things. There should be another giveaway that's gonna... There you go. There should be another one that goes in a moment. So hopefully now Puddin and Maruk counts as well, and that should make it work. We'll find out. I want to get these codes out. I want to get rid of them. All right, let's let them know that I am ready, you are ready, so they're not waiting on us, because we are already like 3 minutes behind. Province Buster, hello, there you go. See, now you're doing the thing.
are we really 3 minutes behind?
We're supposed to start at 18.
Right, plus the 5-minute grace period.
So now we're at 4 minutes. All right, there we go. Whole team's readied up. We got you a game. I'm going to snooze the next commercial break just to be safe. Because I don't trust it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, round 3, fight. And this is YOLO K versus ZGRSG. YOLO K bringing a Z42. This is Trident, by the way. Z42, very utilitarian build. Petropavlovsk, Des Moines, missing a bunch of flags. Remember, training rooms, you can take every single flag. You got a Svea, our first look at a Svea with outnumbered. And finally, an Ohio with, I guess you could say it's a hybrid build, really. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about ZGRSG?
Well, they are bringing a Marcel that is pew-pewish build, I guess. And Napoli actually running Pack-a-Punch and secondaries. A Marsilli built out with typical Marsilli build. Both Marsillis are reload. That's important because they can both go dark at the same distance and shoot the same target because one doesn't have range over the other one. And then we have a Vermont built for American blasting with Brisk. Brisk is all important to get the Vermont into the game sooner rather than later.
So a lot of players on the high end in larger maps like to use Brisk on Vermont because when it goes dark, it gets that extra oomph. And because it's got the built-in, baked-in, like, really nice acceleration, it helps them dodge shells and torpedoes a lot easier. But on a smaller map like this, when the engagement is much closer, then that skill isn't very useful. Now, Puddin, do you recognize the name ZGRSG?
Who?
Your team, Team Bravo, on this game is ZGRSG. Thank you, Discipline.
No.
ZGRSG is the team that won one of our tournaments, our recent tournaments. I believe it was the Warships Classic tournament that they won.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm already over that tournament.
It's hard to keep them all straight.
For my shooting, I can't keep teams straight for the most part because they change.
Mm-hmm.
They changed more than Gaishu's clan did.
Hmm. Code was already redeemed.
Well,
That's weird. I'll figure it out after the tournament's done, Rook.
Oh, look, a Des Moines and a Des Moines spot.
This is a powerful position for Des Moines. You can use the Hydro to spot things on your side. You can use radar. Whereas, it's not exactly a good place for a Napoli to be.
What? But the Napoli's got a fighter.
Right, which has already been shot down. And it's got a smoke, which gets defeated by both Hydro and radar right away.
That's no. Hydro can't go through islands? Oh, wait, yeah, I can. I forgot. It was designed for that, not to go find submarines.
Mm-hmm. Now, Svea is detected because look at this Marceau.
See,
I
it's
like
kind of
it
ballsy for the Marceau. I like it, but...
Yeah. But Svea does have radar.
Pesky radar smoke combo.
Very pesky radar smoke combo.
I don't know why the Svea just didn't play at Belfast. I heard it's broken.
Don't really understand why he just sat there, because he had to have known torpedoes were coming.
Well, he probably knows that 2 Marsilis are coming too.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. First blood going to ZGRSG. How is YOLO K going to react to this?
Shoot the Marsilis? I think would be the correct reaction to this.
Yeah, probably. But you know what I was
should be shooting the same one?
You know, I was going to comment on earlier, and I didn't, but now it's probably more important. Redonk and the Ohio chose to take concealment over fire prevention. I gotta say, especially in a smaller format like this, fire prevention is far more important.
Well, I mean, like you said, these guys are their personal accounts.
Yep.
Set up for randoms. Which means maybe not everybody spends all the money and stuff to get all the flags. So it's just, I'm going to pick the important flags. And they might not even have the flags for the tournament because they're just like, not going to bother.
It's a possibility.
Well, looks like the Ohio is trying to get to Home Depot to get some repairs off.
Gonna have to do something, isn't he?
Oh, they finally spot the pesky Marceau that's been keeping the Ohio spotted.
Nice use of AP on the Z42 there into the Marceau's side. Unfortunately, the Marceau just lazily turns.
Right, but also nice use of his smoke to mitigate damage.
Oh, absolutely, yes. And now he can start free farming the Marsilis for a little bit.
But they're busy farming the Ohio. Like, why do we have to have a farm on a farm on a farm?
I mean, you know. Now, is Mako going to be able to deal with this Napoli coming at him? He should be able to. He just citadeled him in the bow.
Well, more importantly, you got a Vermont who's found his W key.
Going right through the middle, about to punch Ayanami in the rear.
Well, you go punch him somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like Mako needs to not ram and not lose this trade. He fired way too early. There's the torpedoes. Oh, he gets the kill. Absolute disaster for YOLO K. Absolute disaster. I don't know why he chose to take the Napoli on that side, because the Napoli had already fired torpedoes that way, and Napoli goes and gets some more hits.
Napoli's gonna kill the... Oh.
And fireworks, everyone. Napoli does finally get taken down, but at tremendous cost for YOLO K. Tremendous cost.
Oh, look. Vermont just dodged all the torpedoes.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened. Somehow the brick found a gap. Where were those shells aimed at?
Be difficult for Yellow to get back into this game, but like getting rid of one of these Marsilis is definitely going to help that happen.
It's all but impossible unless the Vermont crashes into a bunch of torpedoes and gets sticky fires and stuff like that. Redonk with a nice salvo with the Ohio, but I mean he's gonna burn out pretty soon here, I think. DCP is down. Vermont says, die. Wow. Huge Vermont salvo. This is the point when the Des Moines needs to come around the corner right now. While the Marseilles are too busy looking at other things, this is their moment. This is the Ayanami's moment to come around and shine and get both Marseilles on broadside. He can do it. He's got to be fast about it. He can't take his time. He can't slow down here. And he's probably going to slow down. Old McDonald at a farm. He's slowing down. See, you can't afford to do that. You have to just go, go, go. You got to get on there. You got to surprise them. There you go. There you go. Get them AP shots in as the Ohio dies. Now, the key with the Ohio dying is the Marseilles can just turn now. That's why he couldn't slow. He had to go straight. He actually had to come out more wide and then turn in, but he didn't.
Some of those shots are hitting the island.
Lots of them are hitting the island, actually.
Torpedoes miss everything, the Vermont and the Marseille.
Yep. Hank trying to find a way to keep shooting and not be detected, keeping that little bit in between. Unfortunately, he screws it up. Hank knows just how screwed he's about to become, but he does have a smoke available in 8 seconds.
Well, maybe you can finally get torps on the Vermont.
Why is Ayanami shooting the other Marseille? There you go.
I don't think he could lob the island.
The island, yeah. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Gotta shoot high into the superstructure. He does. There's another fireworks show. Hank manages to pull off his smoke. So, YOLO K can still win this. If Ayanami can get the heal going and doesn't get shot at by the Vermont. I'm sure is the Vermont looking? Vermont is kind of looking. Yeah, he's looking. His rear turrets he's keeping his rear turrets this way. Oh, Marseille kills the Des Moines, so that'll be a GG, but what a close game, huh? It
was a very intense game. I mean, just taking all the French and just feeling like we're going to kind of go wide of sea and kill whatever's there. Kind of worked.
Mm-hmm. I'm, 65 hit points left on one torpedo launcher for Hank, and the other one is dead. I gotta say, in this particular game, the key was that Napoli somehow winning that drive-by against the Petropavlovsk. And then continuing to go through and just smash the Des Moines.
I agree. You killed the Petro, and then the Napoli got a juicy broadside, which just put Des Moines too low to do anything.
Yep.
Are we still one and done?
We are still one and done. That's right. There is no bracket in this tournament.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, just seems to dip.
Yep.
Well, back to the awkward part of the stream.
Yep. I'm going to run a commercial break. And I'll see if I can figure out this situation with Maruk and his code. I'm having nothing but problems with this group of codes, guys. It's just, I have a lot of people that say, oh, I've hit my code activation limit, for one. And then I've got people that say, hey, I've already redeemed. I don't understand why. Logs. Where's my log? Here's my log. Okay, now that's strange. That one was redeemed a long time ago. Why did it send that code out? Okay. That is weird. Alright, Maruk, sorry about that. Let me get you a replacement code then. Huh. Side note, I really, truly, deeply hate the new notepad. I used to like when it would just open up in a new window. And that was it. Hey, emoji. Oh, you're Hank. Oh, okay. I had no idea you renamed yourself.
What is that, Hank from, was it Yellow K?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Kraken? I can't remember.
Yeah, Emoji Supreme is part of Kraken. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't send out a code that's already been redeemed again. So let me see if this code is... Okay, this code is not on the list. So let me send this one out to Maruk as a replacement. And then let me save the file. Save, and then code log. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right, good. Maruk's code has been figured out. Excelente. Okay, good. So the one from earlier today is fine. Oh crap, did I not... I didn't... Okay. I need to just list this as a replacement code for Maruk. I like to really make sure I'm giving people the appropriate codes and not screwing things up. All right. Is the new grouping up?
I think so.
Okay, next one starts in 3 minutes. We haven't seen anchor management yet. We have seen everybody else. No, we haven't seen detonation either. So let's go to what we started with, which is Peyton. So we'll start with Peyton. That's PBG. And they're up against Divas, the Detonation Divas. All right, that's where we'll go next. I could have sworn I ran a commercial break.
You did.
Okay, well, my thing says the commercial break is going to start soon again.
Right,
Whatever.
because Twitch and your watch are working against you.
I really think they are. Okay, so this is PBG again versus Divas. Okay, so I'm going to underline PBG, and we are going to actively attempt to avoid PBG in the future. Not because we don't like them, but because we've got 3 more rounds, and I want to try to, we need to make sure we get anchor management. I think we go to whoever they face next, unless it's going to be Peyton.
I said we go anyways, because we don't know if we'll... I guess, I don't know.
Yep, I don't know either. I'm just going to say that we're
We'll
ready to
have
go.
See.
Yep, it just ran another 30-second. You know what? That makes sense because I'm running 1.5 commercial breaks. And if it's running on the ad density that I think it is, I think I need to bump it up a bit. That's my problem. That's my problem. Okay, I'm going to just put it back on 3 minutes. Be done with it.
You're able to keep it on 3 minutes? Because, man, I've been trying to.
Yeah, it's tough if you're trying to manually manage it. It's tough to manage, which is demands. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next in line we have, once again, Peyton's Big Goons versus the Detonation Divas. That's a team that we've seen before in previous tournaments. So let's see how things work out for them. Once again, we have Big Boy 69 in a Radar Yu Yang with torpedo build. And we've got 2 Marsilis, like we saw them play before. One of them with Pack-a-Punch and the other without, which is an interesting choice. We have a unique upgrade Petropavlovsk and a secondary Ohio once again. All right, Puddin', tell us a little bit about the opposing team, the Divas.
Well, the Divas are bringing a Daring. I think that's the first we've seen for this tournament. A San Martin, also a first. An Incomp, also a first.
Yeah.
A Marsili and a Petro. And a Petro is running the unique mod.
And heavy AP.
Marsili's definitely... well, I mean, why wouldn't you run heavy AP with the unique mod?
Yeah, I like it.
Looks like everybody's flagged up.
Now, the difficulty with running unique mod is you do lose one of your consumables, which means Superintendent is almost a must in order to offset that. And that kind of forces you, if you want to take a, adrenaline rush and you want to take heavy AP, you have to make additional sacrifices essentially in your build. So you can see, for example, Boom Diata took, where is it? I'm trying to go back to his build. Yeah, he's got 3...
survivability expert.
Yeah,
That's what he
survivability is the
traded
big
out.
difference. Yep, that's the difference right there. Now, Incomparable is kind of an interesting choice in a competitive environment like this. Because of the fact that, well, I mean, you have to go to the flank. You can't be anywhere. You have to be really, on the side. You have to play like a big cruiser. But it's such a long and narrow ship. It gets citadeled very easily. Do you like the Incomparable, Puddin'? Are you a fan?
Not really.
Me neither.
I think I played it once, and I'm done with it.
I mean, it's got massive guns, but they're in dual turrets, which obviously, if you've listened to Puddin' ever, you know he hates dual gun turrets, and I don't blame him.
Well, what turned me off to the Incomp was somebody was playing one, and I was in a Montana, and they were streaming their game, and I made him use every cuss word because he went from full health to nothing at the start of the game. I mean, that was first blood.
Oh my god. Ouch.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah. I'm like, 12 kilometers and you're just yeeted? I'm like, that ship's not for me.
And we saw PBG do the exact same strategy the first game tonight. Apes together strong. Everybody go to A. They're doing it. The Divas look like they're kind of sensing that. Maybe they were watching it before. Hey, KS Sharp. Maybe they were watching us before. And they saw that and they're like, maybe that's what they'll do again. Petropavlovsk on Petropavlovsk action.
Well, one's got more HP, the other one does more punchy punch.
Which would you rather have, Puddin?
The Ohio?
Okay. But I'm serious, though. Would you rather have the extra AP damage, or would you rather have the extra survivability?
Survivability. How do you beat any of these ships? Put it on fire.
Yep.
Right? You're down one less, which means you're gonna have to play way more passive throughout the entirety of the game.
I really like this Daring's position. He was right outside a radar range from the Petro, and he's just chilling there, waiting for the moment that these guys decide they have to push.
Well, their push may be delayed due to the Incomp Marsilli here.
Yep. Yep. Looks like the Marsillis are both targeting Amish Ninja. Now, interesting that they both used their reload booster early. I would have thought that they would have waited until a DCP comes out, like right now, while the Marsilli's on double fire, and then use their reload booster, but they're not doing it. And Amish isn't DCPing. Ah, there you go.
I can guarantee that was a miscommunication.
Nice hit by the incomp on Ballin's Marsilli, though.
See, I don't know why Ninja's not angling his ship properly so they can both shoot the same target, which at this point would be Ballin.
Ballin, absolutely. He should be turning his turrets the opposite direction. He should be kiting to J1. He should also be using his reload booster, frankly.
You're not going to win this side because your two ships are kiting, but at least you could do is take one of them out.
Yep.
Because Marsilli alone is not as strong as Marsilli teamed up.
And I'm surprised he's not, like, shooting right now. Like,
trying to go dark, but he's on fire, and
right.
There's a YY spotting him. Like,
exactly. There is no going dark. So you literally have to win, or at least do as much damage as you can. Forget about ship preservation at this point. You should also have his Hydro going, but, you know, in comp form, I guess.
I mean, the other, like, you're at the border. Why aren't you shooting?
Yeah.
Well, down goes Marsilli, who did not want to shoot his guns.
He's not dead yet. He's healing up. He's getting better.
But wait, there's more non-usage?
I have so many questions. There he goes.
There we go.
All right, all right.
It's only about 20,000 HP too late.
Marsilli.exe has stopped working, and it has been restarted. And now dead.
And now it's just...
But yeah, split fire just feels really bad. I mean, why are you shooting Big Six? What's going on the other side of the map? Not much.
Well, the Marsillis are just going to push in, farm out the incomp.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Big Boy at this point can probably even open up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, incomp's on the border.
I like Nibbles' positioning.
Trying to farm out the Ohio here.
Very close single fire torpedoes there on the Petro. Hayden responds with a pretty big hit.
I mean, the Marsillis are doing this right. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Letting Ballin stay behind so he could heal up a bit.
Just weird to see a San Martin, though, in this tournament right now, because he just... So far, we haven't seen any situations where, like, hiding properly wins. So maybe that'll happen because Peyton is going ham right now.
I mean, they kill Peyton, but Divas still have to crawl into this?
That's right. They do still have to crawl into this. What's going on with the incomp? The incomp is still pretty darn healthy. He just used a superhero, that'd be why. Big Boy is getting involved in this shot now. He's just... Why not, I guess? Big Boy's 1 minute away from using his torpedo reload booster. Take a look back in the middle of the map as Boom Diata takes a torpedo from the Daring. Peyton is trying to heal up.
It's going to go down.
And
it is a matter of time.
Hibbles is up on radar, on Boom Diata's radar. Hibbles does have 20 seconds until he can smoke again. Okay, there goes Peyton. We're tied up on ships.
I'd ram this Petro.
Oh, Petro on Petro violence, absolutely, yes.
Right, well, because it's going to take the YY some time to come back. You do have a low health in Ballin and a Marcel, and
yeah, I saw that coming.
The other one is a little bit out of position. I mean, yeah, speed boost to be back in, but like,
yep. Now, if I'm Divas, right, I don't want to sacrifice Nibbles, so that's fine.
I mean, at this point, why would Nibbles come out? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Petro's broadside is getting farmed by everybody's AP.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's San Martin getting involved with that, with the nice floaty AP broadsides. Big
Nibbles
Boy
had to use his DCP to get his turrets back.
Yeah, and with Big Boy now coming up the rear, Nibbles has pressure to move forward, and Boom Diata is going to take the death. See, now, if you're Boom Diata, you got to convert that to a ram. Okay, well, 3-on-3. Cap control currently going to Divas. This is a close game, bud.
Game will end in 2 minutes and 40-something seconds, according to the score timer.
As long as nobody dies. And I'm sure these guys all have the mods too, right? So, for example, I'm sure PBG knows this. I wouldn't be surprised to see Ballin just W straight into B. Big 6 just W. Big Boy 69 just W. Like, that's literally all they can do right now. 2 minutes to go. You don't have time to try to set up strategies and stuff like that. Right?
No, because, I mean, killing a Petro doesn't get you the lead.
Right.
You got to stall on a cap. If I was a San Martin, I'd be behind one of those islands and just waiting for the Daring to spot something, because there's no radar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, except for the YY, but clearly that's being used against the Petro.
And Petro uses Hydro against Big Boy 69. And here comes Daring smoke and shots. Big Boy 69 knows that he's got no choice but to go for this. Nice hit there by the Petro. So Nibbles is going to be pushed forward. All he has to do is just not show broadside to the Marsilis. San Martin is coming in now. Oh, 400 on Big Boy. He's on fire.
Burning.
Yep.
He's dead.
And see, here's the part where they all just go. Like I was saying, 38 seconds to go.
Everybody's shooting the correct target. Ballin.
Yeah, oh yeah, Ballin is absolutely the target. Like, you know, he had to slow down a little bit so Big 6 can try to catch up. Too little, too late. I think we're going to see a dud Marsili in a moment.
I don't know. 30 seconds.
Oh yeah. All in
You're
is
definitely going to get
overextending at this
balling.
point. Ta-da!
There we go. With Death Pick winner.
Yay, death picks.
More importantly, Team Bravo won.
Yeah, they did actually, didn't they?
That was
Big Six, the
really
lone
well played by
survivor.
them.
Lone survivor for PBG. What a great game, Puddin', huh? That was good stuff.
Oh yeah. You can. I mean, you've seen a game where Ape Strong together works, and now you've seen a game where Ape Strong doesn't work.
And I'm really glad to see that. I'm really glad to see that. All right, chat, we're going to get a commercial break going. This time it should be a longer commercial break. That way we don't have any problems, in theory. We'll find out. We'll find out. Why am I being pinged on my own Discord? Okay. Yeah, if you guys don't know about this, on my Discord, I have a codes, deals, and offers channel where we put up codes and giveaways and stuff like that like Wargaming does. So I've got a few links to Easter egg hunts. Like there's special, I guess, like you look on the Warships article and there's a button that you can click to participate in the Easter egg hunt or whatever. So be on the lookout for that. That's good stuff. And I need to go close my door because did you guys, Puddin', did you hear my wife just now or no?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, just to be on the safe side. Hey, Mohican, no music on tournament days. That's correct. Because with a 2-minute delay, that becomes challenging, to say the least. Okay, so next up is going to be round 5 of 7. I haven't updated the scores in a while. And I also haven't tweeted out about the tournament. I should probably do that. That would be smart of me, wouldn't it, Puddin'?
It would be, but it could be a little too late too.
Mm-hmm. Well, better late than never, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Always better late than never.
So, in the current lead is ZGRSG. And Peyton was in second place. Divas defeated Peyton just now. So Divas should take second place, maybe even be tied for first, depending on what happens with ZGRSG. ZGRSG wins over NTR. So we should see them gain a couple points as well. Interesting.
Good old point system.
That's right. Okay, looks like the commercial break has run appropriately, so that's good at least. Cheers, everyone.
You done any clan battles this season?
I'm sorry, I have not, if you ask me. I haven't done clan battles in a long time.
I mean, at this point, they literally just tell us the ships we can use.
Or tell us the ships you want us to use and just be done with it. You can use that, and that's it.
I mean, because clearly going to a different tier would be too much to ask for.
Oh my god. I don't know how many times I've said, I want a tier 1 clan battle. But Seth, it'll be World of Blank! Sorry? Every damn tier has a broken ship or 2 or 5. Tier 10 is probably the worst offender of all of these.
What? Do you mean they make a special list of all the broken ships at tier 10 that nobody can play or limit?
Right. Right. I want to bring fun back into the game. Like, tier 3s. Go ham with St. Louis's, Charleston's, Tenryu's, you know? Durski's. Like,
Make it 8v8 and bring another battleship back into it.
Remind people how fun the game was in the low tiers, because when you get pushed into the high tiers, it's just such a slog. You know? There's a reason why I play ranked battles and I don't want to play like, you know, randoms as much anymore. It's not fun. You know? Ranked, at least it's a smaller team, you get the games done, you move on to the next battle, you know? Every now and then you have people that use game rewards against you. You know, because they are very effective. So, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I remember some guy telling me that I was the worst carrier, I was a piece of garbage.
Uninstall.
I needed to go uninstall my life.
Right?
Right? And then he's begging for planes. Right. I'm going to give you planes. Why again? And I literally typed that out in chat for him.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I ever give you planes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because I need to live. Right. After all the kind words you said to me, I'm supporting the other side. Good luck, buddy.
Hey, Charles. You know, there's a meme. I wish I had it. I could display it. I don't know where it is right now. But there's a meme of a tug of war. You've seen it, Puddin'. And you've got you pulling. And of course, on the other side is the opponent's team, right? And they're all pulling the rope together. And then your team is pulling the rope against you too. Hey, Philip North. Hey, you, the Admiral. I mean, yeah, that's what it can be. So that's why I do my speed run. Go in, do the best you can. If you die, say a word or two if you have to. Get the salt away, you know? Back out, go into another game, and forget about it. And that's what I did today. I did really well in rank today, Puddin'.
I mean, that's good. I mean, I got my justice in the end because apparently everybody on his flank reported the guy.
What?
I got a DM from the guy. Thanks for being such a jerk and calling me out and all that, you know, whatever. Like, I'm not reading this whole paragraph, but, you know, I got like 13 reports. I'm thinking, 13? Who'd you piss off on the enemy team?
13 is interesting. Yes, no mongoose. Easter PP. Go put your Easter PP into the Wargaming Game Center. Now it's Easter EPP. But you know. Why do they make a code with PP in it? Why make a code with PP?
Who haven't we seen? That nation?
AM. We haven't seen AM.
Oh, great. Guess who they're facing?
They're facing Peyton, so we're going to skip that. I don't really care who we see next. ZGRSG is in the lead. So let's go for ZGRSG.
First room up?
Let's go ZGRSG because this is a tie. This is like first and second place. Ouch, Philip.
Okay.
That sounds painful. By the way, I like that idea you said in chat where a ship sinks and they have lifeboats, and if you rescue enough lifeboats, that allows for a respawn. I really like that idea. That's a cool idea. Game is up for Divas versus ZGRSG.
Oh.
See if this is updated. It has. Divas are in first place, Peyton in second. ZGRSG in third. Although they have the same score, so what gives? Okay. Chat, I'm going to run a commercial break again right now. I know we just did a 3-minute, but it looks like it's going to do another one in 15. And I'm looking at timing, and I just don't think it's going to work. Round starts at 07. 3 minutes from now. Perfect. We're good. We'll be good. Never chat in this game. Hardly anyone does at my level. I think I'm playing mostly bots. That's fair. You can still chat and scream at the bots and report them for, you know, bot-like behavior. Like I said, if it makes you feel better, then do it. It's like one of my favorite lines from Battlestar Galactica. But if you watched Battlestar Galactica, the reboot, like the from 2000s. Uh-oh, do we lose Puddin? I think we lost Puddin. So one of my favorite lines in that series is when Starbuck is with a whole bunch of trainees and they're being chased by Cylon raiders. And she just tells everybody to shoot like in a specific, like certain direction. And they have like no chance of hitting anything. And so they go, wait, Starbuck, we're not going to hit anything, right? And he's like, no, but it'll make you feel better. She said that. I just burst out laughing. I'm like, that's so true, right? Sometimes you just feel better knowing you're unleashing hate, even if it's random hate, even if it's not going someplace specific, right? It just do the thing. Do the thing.
We're talking about stuff and things again.
Stuff and things. Yeah, I was asking, and then you were gone for a minute. Have you watched the Battlestar Galactica reboot? I think you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that one part when Starbuck had the trainees and just told them to shoot in a general direction, even though it won't hit anything? And she said, "Oh, it'll just make you feel better."
No, I don't.
Love that show.
It was a great show.
That's why you have people that send torpedoes out even though they have no chance of hitting, right? The 6-kilometer people that fire torpedoes at 12. And you're just like, what is going on?
No, that's not them sending hate out. That's just past the crayon in the window.
There you go.
Like,
Laugh at your mistakes, learn from them, and fight like a tiger for the team. There you go, Scope. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, teams are saying that they are ready.
my God, I got 2 of you open.
2 of me? What? How do you have 2
2
of me?
tabs to Lord Death. All right, time to go back to the rerun channel. Where the real excitement's at.
Where the real excitement's at. The rerun channel will have a giveaway going in 2 hours. Oh, I gotta write this down. Divas and ZGRSG. Divas versus ZGRSG. All right. Here we go. Welcome, everyone, to round 5 of our 7-round night. 7-round evening. And this is our weekly Warships tournament, the pilot season, 5 versus 5. And we've seen the Divas play before. We've seen ZGRSG play before. These guys are currently tied or fighting for first place. One's in first place. I think that's ZGRSG. Divas are currently in second. Divas have Z42, Kleber, Henri, Moskva, and Vermont. Now I want to note, unique upgrade Vermont. I want to note that the Henri is only rocking a 10-point commander. It's a 10-point commander in a tournament, everyone. These are players' accounts, not press accounts. So they've only got what they've got. Z42 with a 14-point captain. Wow. All right, Puddin', tell us about ZGRSG.
We have a Marceau, a Pack-a-Punch Napoli, a Concealment Vermont by
Yeah, no.
another Pack-a-Punch Napoli, and then a Marsilli.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Pack-a-Punch
I
makes
mean-
sense for secondaries on the Napoli. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I keep forgetting these guys are the random build ships.
Right.
Because, like, the only reason these guys would change a build would just be for clan battles.
Exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, hey, if the Divas win, that'd be pretty impressive, right? You've got a guy with a 14-point captain and a guy with a 10-point captain that could possibly win. And looks like ZGRSG going for the Apes Together Strong strat. Everybody seems to like that this tournament.
I don't think they're doing it all together. Small map. Because you do have the one Napoli that is kind of breaking off towards B while everyone else going out wide with the Vermont more in the middle.
Mm.
I think they're just picking the side of the map they want to do, like bacon and chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Like Divas look like they want apples and bacon. Oh, Marcel versus Kleber.
Yep. And Kleber caught with an island right on the side, which is unfortunate. But he's going to get away with it okay.
More importantly, Marceau, once again, we have a DD getting off cap that was really not in a danger of getting reset.
Yeah, Thinking Rabbit was maybe running a little bit too fast.
No, the French ships are not known for their speed.
So let's talk real briefly about this Vermont. So Unique Upgrade Vermont is a really good choice because it's got, essentially it sacrifices a little bit of concealment, and what it gains, in this format at least, is reload. Or not reload, isn't it accurate? It's accuracy. It gains accuracy so you can take the reload, or is it reload so you can take the accuracy module? Something like that.
I thought it was reload. It gave it.
Yeah, it's reload. Because if you look at slot 6, you can see the accuracy module. So, it also boosts ASW, if I remember right. But that doesn't matter in a tournament like this right now, at least. Someday subs will be added to the tournament mode, and, you know, that can happen. But for now...
Right, you act like it matters even in randoms.
Well, you know, by the time the Vermont gets to the position where it can be hunted by a sub, the rest of his team is dead anyway, right?
Or his team just murderized everybody, and he's unfortunately stuck with the 4501 harassing him.
Speaking of murderizing, Elite Delta in trouble here with Thinking Rabbits Marceau plus support. Ooh! Well... Elite Delta has friends too.
Well, his friend is called Vermont.
His friend is Brick. Brick Smash. Brick Speak.
He definitely smashed him.
Delta needs to spend more time shooting and less time thinking about moving. That's possibly going to get him killed here. And the reason I say that is that the thing you have to do in a gunfight like this, you have to kill the enemy destroyer as fast as possible. Because the sooner you kill that destroyer, the sooner you can go dark and try to run away and live. Look at all the dodgy. Wow.
Even if they did manage to loot the club, they brought a Z42.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant handling there by Elite Delta's Kleber, though.
I mean, at this point, he just sails on a back and never to be seen again.
It's a possibility.
Sit behind an island somewhere and free farm somebody.
Let's follow these shells. Into the Napoli? Yes. Well, they didn't do too much damage. Is that a... Yeah, it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Napoli. That's cool.
I don't know why he left B even though the Z42 was blocking him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could have waited a little bit longer.
I mean, there's no rush for him to leave necessarily. I mean, unless he's worried about Vermont having shells on him. I could see that.
I mean, Monspa's staying put. Everybody focused the Henry that's now caught in the middle of the ocean. Instead of the Vermont. Like... Sorry, guys. It's going to take a long time to get through that 100k HP.
Yep.
If I was a Z, I'd go back cap C. I'd just throw some salt in this.
I mean, you know where the entire enemy team is. So you can absolutely afford to do that.
They're all pushing together.
Yep. And I was going to comment too, like, Kleber is doing a really nice job with his torpedoes of trying to slow the Napoli down.
I mean, like, what is Bravo willing to give up to kill this Vermont? Like, at this point, it's like everything.
Everything is the answer, I think, is what they're doing.
right? Like, because now they're stuck between a Vermont, you don't want to be broadside to,
Mm-hmm.
a Moscow parked at A, which you're never going to get as broadside, and you don't want to show it its broadside, and now a Henry on your other side.
Yep. Although I do want to say I do not like that the Henri is stuck bow in. You never want to be stuck bow in an Henri. Because if you look at it, the Vermont, Napoli, Marseille are all fixing to start heading straight for the Henri. I really don't like that decision.
I mean, he's not spotted right now. So, yeah, he could make his turn now, hopefully be completed before anybody gets their guns to bear.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at this beautiful torpedo. Vermont and just shoves the Napoli into the torpedo.
Well, I guess
there's
they're
the
all
Henry.
waiting for the Henry.
Yep. And there goes the Henry.
You know what? If he did not shot, the Napoli smoke would have covered him.
I know. Right now, he'd be dark.
Yeah. And at full health still.
Mm-hmm.
And he shoots again.
Smoke fire penalty works against him.
Well, I guess he didn't want Wargaming blowout.
I guess not. As, Vermont, there you go. Vermont floods out from those torpedoes. Great use of Z-42 torpedoes. But, yeah, you might have gotten a little too close there. Let's see what's going on the other side. You've got, like, the slowest ship in the game being chased by a Napoli, and a Kleber trying desperately to slow him down. Kind of funny when you think about that.
And the funny thing is, the Vermont's leading the runaway game.
Yeah, until he's beaching about here. Is he? Nope, he's gonna make it.
I mean, Moscow, I think, finally gets into this game against the Napoli.
Ooh, nice hit. Brick.
Oh.
Once again, connects.
Hey, look, it only took them 10 minutes to get the Vermont down to just under half.
Mm-hmm. All right, that Napoli is burning out or flooding or something. Bye-bye.
He's just dying.
Okay, well. All right, at this point, how can ZGRSG get into this game, Puddin'?
They have to kill everybody on the green team.
They need one kill?
No, they need to kill them all. Your team is on a 1 cap when mine is on a what the hell do we do?
They need a kill. And
Everything.
the Z-42, Kibbles might be giving it to them right now. Why are you shooting?
No. They need more than 1 kill. They kill the DD, it doesn't matter.
Still, it just feels bad. Like, why give up the health? Why risk it? You know? Oh!
Maybe he wanted to shoot so he could smoke fire?
Oh, Vermont, once again, hitting a crucial shell. You note that he put the spotter plane up to get that extra vertical dispersion buff, and there it goes.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
That's going to be it. That's going to be it. I don't see a way back in at this point for TGRSG. GG. Hope you're all enjoying the ambient noises.
I think Team Bravo's mistake was trying to chase a club that you're never going to spot him. He's running and he's going to run away.
Mm-hmm. I think the mistake was trying to chase the Vermont. Oh, underwater feature 8, the one torpedo that might have hit the Marsilli. But then there's
Actually, both
Vermont.
those underwater features.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So the
Moscow
Divas-
finally moved off its rock.
Mm-hmm. So the Divas are going to win this game with a 10 point on recaptain and a 14 point, what was that? The Z-42? A 14 point Z-42 captain. So when you think, y'all think you need to have a 21 point captain to be competitive, you don't. It comes down to seamanship, strategy, luck, taking advantage of enemy mistakes, you know, all the good stuff. Speaking speaking of stuff, don't forget to write something in chat, everybody, because we have a blue bonuses container code going right now in chat. And you've got at this point, about 7 or 8 minutes left to get into that. If you're on YouTube, Rumble Kick, get over to twitch.tv/LordZath. Make sure you follow the channel. It's the heart icon and it's free on Twitch. And type something in a chat so you can get in for the giveaway. We're going to run a commercial break while we chill and wait for the next game to be announced, okay? There we go. Oreos. 1, 2, 3. 3 of the 4 teams have reported in. And I think that makes us the last one. Hayden advances to first place, but I think the Divas are going to take over first because they just won against ZGRSG. A lot of movement going on over here.
I mean, that's kind of good.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the Divas. That's the second time we've covered the Divas and the second time we've covered ZGRSG. So we're going to try to avoid those. I really wish we could have covered Tango or Dark Sea Titans. Unfortunately, they dropped out after their first round before we had a chance.
I wonder what caused that issue.
I don't know. One of the teams showed up like really last minute. Which one was that? That was Tango. They had some authentication issues or something like that, and they got authenticated and whatever. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 rounds have been completed now, so they should be generating the next round, everyone. Remember, 2 rounds to go this evening, and then we're done. Yeah.
Well, we've got to get Detonate, right?
That's who we just covered. The Detonation Divas. We just covered 2 of their names.
Oh, Anger Management is who we need.
Anchor Management, AM, is who we want next game, yes. Anchor Management is... Unless they're playing a team that we've already covered. In which case, we'll cover Anchor Management's last game, no matter what. Recan, hey! Long time no see, dude. How you doing? Keyman's here. Recan is a name I haven't seen in a long time. That's awesome. So cool seeing people coming back after a while and just saying hi. Hope you're doing well. See if they've fixed the points yet. Tone 50. Hey, speaking of Recan, there's another person we haven't seen in a while. How do you even pronounce ZGRSG? I don't know. Why do you call it Digas? Are they all on drag? I have no idea, Gaelic. I have no idea. Tone 50 was around, and Recan were both around back when I started doing 24/7 rerun on this channel, before I had started a new channel for reruns. All right, next is up. AM versus, looks like NTR. Yeah, that's perfect. we've done NTR once already, so this is good. So NTR versus AM, and that will finish NTR off. Okay. We just have to wait for the training room to be updated and all that kind of stuff. Should be fun. Now, while we have a few moments, I do want to take a moment to acknowledge the teams for, being willing to let us cover them. I mean, it's not like they have a choice, but I guess they could say, Zath, go find another one. But it's nice that we can bring you guys these games, show you guys a fun time, a good time. Just a really cool tournament. And hey, if all goes as planned, they're going to look to do a full season of this, whatever that means. I think in June or July, I think is what they were saying. I think it was in June.
Well, I mean, you know what tournament
July.
I'm looking forward to.
The Read the Rules tournament. Always.
No, that's not the read the rules. I mean, I am looking forward to, the Enterprise read the rules.
Uh-huh. You're looking
But
forward
the factions tournament.
Yeah, the War of Faction. Yep. I think the article was called like The Road Ahead. Yeah. 2025 tournaments. Now I searched for tournament and it didn't show up. But when I searched road, then it showed up. Riddle me that one. $27. 2 minutes until we start. Cover NTRAM. I think that's D square. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So D Squarius is the host. Let's see. I'll put this article up so you guys can see the one I'm talking about here. The Road Ahead is what it's called. And here's the pilot run for weekly tournaments. And then in the next patch, which is a while away still because this is a very long patch. This is a 6-week patch. 14.4 is Trident Trial. So this is a tournament to enter into, I think it's into COTS. Should make sure I have that marked on my calendar. 17th and 18th of May. Okay, COTS Trident Trials. I'm just going to put 8 a.m. because it's COTS, so, that means what the FAM. Weekly tournament series, June and July. So they're looking to run it for June and July. Warship Masters is going to be in August. Unexpectedly good run for Holiday Friday. Glad to hear that, Elusive. Glad to hear that. Recan and Tone 50, you didn't hear me before because of commercial break. Hi, and I hope you guys are doing well, and thank you guys for coming back and saying hi. It's been a while. Hope you both are doing well.
What's nice is we've actually seen kind of different ships, even though we're starting to see some of the same.
I mean, so last week, Monday, every team essentially that brought a Kleber won, right? Like, that was pretty much a requirement. So,
well, I mean,
I'm excited that they're
pretty much every team brought a Kleber, so how could the Kleber not win?
So 14.7 is Warship Masters Invitational. 14.9 is King of the Sea Regional Qualifiers. 14.10 is King of the Sea proper. And then we have Beat the Pro in January, February. I'm excited to see Beat the Pro again. That's a fun tournament. Which music genre should come back in 2025? Jazz. I want to see jazz again. Puddin', what do you think? What genre should we have back again in 2025?
What do you mean genre? Genre for what?
Music genre. What music genre needs to make a return in 2025?
Speed / thrash metal.
Yeah. Why am I not surprised you want more Slayer back in 2025?
Yeah, is this a trick question? Like, I'm not voting for more Slayer?
See, here I am thinking, like, jazz would be kind of fun to see, like, a modern take on jazz. That could be interesting. Disco. A modern take on disco could be a lot of fun.
All right, whoever thought that up just needs to be shot.
Sorry, I just thought it up.
I'm gonna call the wife and say you're misbehaving in the stream.
Uh-oh. Like, I'm telling on you, Zath.
Pretty much, yeah. I won't deny that. You don't want to rob a bank with me because I will rat you out to save my own butt. Like, I'll at least be upfront and honest about it, unlike, all the criminal organizations that tell you you can't rat us out, but I'm gonna rat you out later anyways.
Looks like the host of this training room's game crashed, so we'll be starting a little bit late for this group. That's okay.
Wait, the host crashed?
You came back from the toilet and say hi. Does that count? Sure, Gaelic. The host, D squared. D squared, yes? Apparently his game crashed.
We need to make a new room?
I don't know. People are getting moved now, so I think it's okay.
Okay. Oh man, I was hoping to play my Pensacola.
Right. Pensacola is a fun ship. I like Pensacola a lot.
Right. Well, I have a new hatred for it.
Why?
Because it's the ship I had to play to get my 500 games on EU.
Oh, right. So that you are able to join the training room.
Yes, because it makes perfect sense that when players get into the game, they have to wait until they can go play a competitive game mode like clan battles, actually learn how to play the game and use training rooms. Right, I'm pretty sure Wargaming's response will be, well, there's co-op. Right. Because you learn so much there, just like... Thank God I played one game for it. To hold the line. Let's just reinforce stupid, bad gameplay for 20 minutes.
There you go. Chad is caught up to our discussion about music genres, and Elusive says no more disco. He agrees with you, Puddin. And congratulations, Electric, for winning another blue bonuses code. Disco is dead. See, that's why it needs to come back.
Right, no, it's dead.
It needs a remake.
Then it would be a zombie. Then we'd have a zombie apocalypse. I smoke, I'm fat, I'm not outrunning anything. Okay?
All right, fair
I'd be
enough.
gone in the first wave. Like the first wave, I'd be gone. And then you have to deal with an angry puddin' zombie. Do you really want to deal with that?
Maybe. Could be fun. I don't know. Guys, we got a game.
Oh, yeah. What? No, that's not possible.
How dare we have a game on a tournament day that's running like a clockwork so far?
We were just in the middle of debating the zombie apocalypse. Like, this is important real life stuff.
It kind of is, kind of isn't. But yeah. All right, let's go. Here is our sixth game, our sixth match of the evening out of 7. And we get to see NTR for the second time. And our first look at AM. AM stands for Anchor Management, and NTR is like Naval something reassignment. I don't know. So NTR has a Kleber. We were just talking about that Kleber with Abanu. Moskva with one of the special captains. I think that's not Semensky, but the other one. Howden Lu, our first look at a Howden Lu pudding with no flags whatsoever. Remember, you can take flags, all the flags you want in a training room and not be punished. Not only that, but this Howden Lu is running a 10-point captain. I wonder if Matrix was watching our last game and saying, hey, you can do it with the 10-point Henri? No problem, I'll do it with the 10-point Howden Lu. He does have a unique upgrade, though.
Right, but Henry had flags.
That's very true. We got a Napoli with secondary and range, and then finally a Preussen. We saw the Preussen earlier today with, I want to say that's one of the Von Broeks with the buffed Vigilance skill. Very interesting. All right, tell us about AM. Puddin'.
AM's got a Kleber that looks like he's going to YOLO C. He's built for all the pew-pew. At least he has RPF, thank you. We have a secondary built Ohio because yay. A non-pack-a-punch Cleveland. I got the questions. A Let's Mod Gearing. This is our first Gearing of the day, and I believe this is our first Castilla of the day with an 11-point captain, 12-point captain.
It would be an 11-point captain. That's correct. And this person opted to take Demo Expert. Very interesting choices. Kleber on Kleber action at CCAP. Squarius using Reload Booster. Undertaker choosing instead to just try to dodgy.
Well, I think that's a good idea to try to dodgy because all you got to do is skip 1 or 2 resets just to keep these Squarius there. Sadly, the Moskva's shooting you too, so go dark and heal. Oh wait, you don't have a heal.
That's right. But you can go dark, right? Well, go on. Go dark already.
Well, at least the
There it is.
Moskva missed.
Nope.
Oh.
Just after he goes dark, he starts shooting again.
Well, not a horrible idea considering the Ohio's Clevelands are being involved in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you can get these squares to shoot again, and if he chooses not to, just, use your French radar. Just keep shooting till you get hits.
Yep. Meanwhile, on the other side, we do have the Howden Lu that's butting up to the island. We've totally never seen a Howden Lu sit behind an island before.
Nope.
Why is this gearing spotted? Oh, Moskva radar. Okay, fine. I don't understand this Castilla's decision to come out broadside in front of a Howden Lu and a Moskva, but he's doing it and not dying for it. What's the Preußen doing? Probably reloading.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I really wouldn't be afraid of Golden Lu's AP either.
Here comes the shells from the Preußen. Not much. Moskva hits. Howden
The
Lu
Moskva AP, on the other hand, would, no. Just no, please.
Goodbye, Castilla. Napoli has decided he needs to avenge his friend. Okay.
Well, I think avenge is going to be a very strong word.
Curious as to why the gearing is detected.
Because he shot?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, why you shoot that? Hey, arrow.
Well, I mean, like,
Oh,
what could possibly happen? A Preußen secondaries get involved, the Golden Lu just drops touch ovens on you, and a Moskva swears at you because he's the only one who can't shoot.
okay. Where's this? Was that HE? That was HE. He shot HE at Matrix's Howden Lu. He's on the broadside. Use AP. Okay, or just show...
Well, on a positive note, that's the first time I've ever seen Golden Lu AP do something, so we have that at least.
Okay.
Sadly, Team Bravo is just bravoing it up.
I have a feeling this will be our first official Wargaming blowout of the evening, Puddin'.
I hope not. Somebody ram. Moskva, please ram. Well, that was a shot into the icebreaker of you aim too low.
Yeah. So Moskva's got a 50 millimeter armor plate icebreaker, so you can only shoot the upper half of the bow. Moss is going to cheek the Ohio right here. The cheek on the Ohio is relatively easy to hit. You just aim for right between the two turrets. Bam.
What do you mean cheek? He's just going to shoot its broadside.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Do me a favor and shout arrow out because, you know, not much else to cover.
I'm busy watching this club air run for his life.
Fair enough. You're gonna have to wait, Arrow. That's alright. He says the nicest things about me whenever I pop into his stream and he shouts me out, and meanwhile, I just shout him out and that's it. I know, I mean, he's a nice guy, though. He really is, so go follow him. He does like the late shift for warships, right? Like, nice dude.
It's nothing but lies about me.
Fun to hang out with, and is very much a pudding enjoyer.
That's
Well,
just the old age setting in. Hey, the club's still alive.
He makes the island. All right, offloads everybody but the skeleton crew. Hey, Christian.
Quick, get that guy McRiddle.
Oh, blown out of the water.
Well, they got the McRiddle.
Woof. And there you have it, an official Wargaming blowout. NTR wins handily. GG's. GG's.
And they won with a 10-point captain. With
And they
no
win with a
flags.
10-point
So they've
captain
won
with no
up.
flags.
They've won up.
You are most welcome, Arrow. Oh, Calgary, you won the code? Nice. Okay, cool. I apologize. I didn't get a chance to see who won it. Oh, no, you're talking about the Easter PP. Yeah. Easter PP, best code. Chat, we're going to do a 3-minute commercial break. while we wait for this final round to be drawn up. It's gonna take a bit. Actually, it won't, because I think we were the last. We were the last round. The last game in our round. I can't speak. I can't English. Let's just commercial break it. Cheers.
It's all right. Word on the street is Arrow's favorite ship is the Tiger 59.
I thought everybody loves the Tiger 59. I know Raptor likes it.
I bought it immediately.
I'm busy. Yes. Puddin' is busy.
Well, I mean, that's what he gets for calling me Captain Cuddles all the time.
Mm-hmm.
His new Christmas toy in his merch store.
All right, y'all. We got one more game to go.
I mean, he uses me for his, what is it? Resubs or subs?
Mm-hmm.
Right? He has my voice, and he's yet to ask me to be in his new sci-fi show.
Uh-huh.
I could gargle, and be an alien.
You know, when you say something like that, Puddin', I just want to run away and cry.
Why?
I just don't want to think about you gargling anything.
Well, I mean, that's how they speak, right? I mean, or do we all have universal translators?
Let's go with the Star Trek way and take the lazy way out and universal translate it, which ironically enough might be a real thing soon. .tm, right? Kind of is,
right.
I suppose.
Well, what I was thinking was more of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy with the little fish in your ear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, if we're going that route, but I mean, yeah, you got those stupid earbuds now that translate everything.
That's right. Exactly. So that's kind of fun.
Well, at least we'll all know what we're fighting over now, because we can all hear each other and just understand each other for a change.
Right. All right, 8:42. We are making really good time tonight, Puddin'. Last week we were done at 9:30.
Yes.
You know, the nice thing about doing closed captions is I can actually keep up with what chat is seeing from 2 minutes in our past, right? So like when we see Arrow laughing out loud about something, I know what he's laughing about.
What,
Instead
the
of
Tiger
trying to-
59 comments?
Yes, exactly.
Right, yeah.
Mr. Gotland in the harbor with Jerry Swirsky. Finally, something funny in the harbor. Okay, I don't know what that means, but all right.
I don't know.
I love my AI bot, by the way. My AI bot is trying to encourage you all to download, or not download, you don't have to download it. Play Hero Wars, get to level 10, which takes 10 to 15 minutes total in a browser. And it's doing it in the most creative way possible. And then there's the regular link. Gotta love the AI bots. Gotta love the bots. They are you know, they're gonna take over, guys. But yeah, if you want to help me out.
Yeah. Cannot happen soon enough.
There you go. Click that link there. Get yourself to level 10. It takes all of 10 minutes. No lie, 10 minutes. You do the tutorial, go to the daily missions, collect all of the completions for daily missions, and it gets you to level 8. You gotta get to 10, so that's it. Very simple. Okay, let's see. Now we're down to 3?
Wait, what?
Okay. 3 games. NTR versus Detonation Divas. We covered them twice already. Peyton and YOLO K. We've covered YOLO K once. And Peyton we've covered twice now. ZGRSG and Wolves, we've covered ZGRSG twice and Wolves once.
Well, I want to go see Hank. Because he was kind enough to
Oh.
pop into the chat.
NGA and AM already played, so there's only 3 valid games for this round. Aha. Okay. Now, of the list, you said you want to go see YOLO K?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. That's YOLO K and Peyton. That's actually an important game for Peyton. Peyton needs to win that game. Because they're tied with the Divas right now. Okay, I like it. All right, so that's going to be PBG, Peyton's Big Goons versus YOLO K. So we end up not covering 2 games of Wolves, NGA, which is out, and AM, which we didn't get to cover till the last grouping. That's not too bad.
Wow. Arrow saying I have dementia.
Puddin's induced dementia. Gotcha. Fair enough. So if they are NGA and AM already played, where are they on the... Okay, so they're at the bottom anyway. So it really doesn't... I mean... Yeah, they don't really have a shot at winning any prizes. YOLO K, if they defeat Peyton... It's still a possibility, but it's really going to be hard for YOLO K to come away with a first or second place. Maybe they can get third. Hayden wants this win, though. They want to get first. So are the Divas. Hey, Gina. All right. Start time is at 48, which is in un minuto.
Surprised nobody wanted to see my crappy Pensacola gameplay.
I would love to see your crappy Pensacola gameplay.
Not gonna happen because it doesn't overmatch anything, and you know that's my new thing right now because I'm so tired of hearing about overmatch, freaking clan battles.
I thought that it does overmatch. I thought it overmatches destroyers and like tier 2 cruisers, maybe tier 1.
No, that's overpun. Definitely overpuns.
Yeah, but doesn't it also overmatch? I mean, think about it. Let's see. Calculator, 203 divided by 14.3. Yeah, it overmatches 14 millimeter armor.
All right, so Mogami it is. That's right. Y'all heard me right. A 203 Mogami over the 155s.
Yeah. What is wrong with you?
I will stand. I will die on that hill. If you are grinding through that line, stay with the 203s because that's what you get next with the Ibuki and the Zao.
Hey, I agree with you there.
That's what you've been using all the way up until there. Once you get out, new captain in it, and drop the one and get the 155s.
Because it's a separate build in order to take advantage of it, essentially.
Yes.
It's a hell of a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the 155.
And
you're laughing because Puddin gave you dementia.
Go grind it out in Hobbs.
Yeah. Yep. Or I could do it in ranked. I could take the 155 Mogami in a ranked.
Dementia's not contagious there, Arrow. It's not contagious.
I
would have gave it to you years ago.
I demolished a 155 Mogami in ranked on last week. Sunday? I think it was on Sunday. I believe it was Friday. I don't know. Don't Mets with me. Which game was that? That was on Sunday, the 13th. Such a crazy game. Such a crazy game.
I have to be up early Sunday because I gave you a replay and I'm using whatever powers I can.
I mean, the fact that you subscribe is all enough.
Well, I mean, I did change my build up.
Huh?
That's the only hint I'll give you.
Okay. That's for the Kerr first. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me get that downloaded here. Why did it just flip to that? Oh well. And
What am I waiting on?
somebody's game crashed.
Yeah, he's restarting.
All right, and that's fine. That gives me the chance to move your replay into the stream folder. Currently, there's no other prioritized replays, and there's not even a ton of replays, which I'm okay with. I mean, there's 12. That's it. Fine with me.
I mean, it's sort of good because you've been going so long on the replays.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, when I've got you and I've got Grunty and then Shockwave comes in to party, then it's like, oh my goodness, I can't get anything done.
I've been behaving lately.
Uh-huh. All right, guys, we got to
I usually just ask the one question.
Yeah, but the problem is you ask the question that gets the other two talking for like 3 minutes.
I don't know what you're talking about with my shit-stirring spoon.
Uh-huh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to our last round for the evening. This is PBG Payton's Big Goons versus YOLO Kraken. Payton is in second place right now. YOLO Kraken is much lower. But if YOLO Kraken can win this game, they can spoil Payton's attempt to come away with prizes and stuff and things for the night and make them feel like they've wasted their time. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to. All right, moving on. So, Payton's team has a Marsul, a Marsili, another Marsili, a Stalingrad with reload and utility, and finally an Ohio. So secondaries and all that good stuff, and it is raining pretty hard outside.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. What's going on with YOLO K, sir?
Well, not wasting time. It's a Marcel heading all the way to Chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Moskva, Napoli, the Repub, because Overmatch, and Marsili are all heading to Apples, while the Moskva is going to park behind Bacon. Pretty sure it's going to be looking at Apples because I hope everybody's sitting down for this. Payton's doing the exact same strategy they've done the last 3 times on this map.
Every single time we've seen them play this game, this map, yeah, they've done the apes together strong. Although one change, Boom Diata Stalingrad is going to put himself into the middle islands.
That is a good change. That can actually change up everything.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, Yellow K's been paying attention. They're like, just go get C, come back, get B later.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Get somebody out of the game for as short as humanly possible is what they're doing with the Marcel.
Now, the Republic, it's got, what, 431mm guns? Isn't that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Can it overmatch Marsili armor? I know it can overmatch Hindenburg.
I honestly don't know because
I can't remember either.
I don't want to be that close to Marsili to where I'm praying to God overmatch as a mechanic. I'd rather be using the wise mechanic of plunging fire so I could potentially dodge shells from them.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio shooting at Repub.
Get detected, but no dice.
Well, that's not true. We killed a bunch of fish, so the Repub's got fish for dinner. Fish and chips, possibly, but that's a British thing.
Yeah, it's a British thing, and he's French, so I don't know.
Right.
Probably make it into a fish baguette.
I mean, the British and French have always been natural enemies. That's why they get along with Germany so well.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I was gonna say Germany enters the chat. So, it looks like okay. So YOLO just says, all right, we know what you're going to do, and we're just going to sit here and receive the eventual push. This feels bad. I don't know.
I think Payton...
Uh-oh.
I think Alpha Team spotted that they, hey, they came up with the game plan to receive the push.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, Payton's kind of relocating to the middle by Stalingrad.
Redonk did not know that there was a Stalingrad there, and he just got citadeled because of that. I don't understand why he pulled forward like that. I really don't.
I don't know why he pulled so far forward.
Yeah. Maybe he was going to go do something, and then they waved him off because they hadn't seen the Stalingrad yet. But, ouch.
Well, I mean, he did something. It's just not the something they wanted.
Yep. All right, now, if I'm Ayanami, right, instead of going to B, you know what Ayanami could do is actually get behind the Stalingrad and YOLO torp it and possibly kill the Ohio, too. Like, that would be the huge play. Going into B...
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, because going into B, you're just in radar range. As soon as you touch the B cap, that's going to trigger the Stalingrad radar. And then they know where the Marceau is.
You also free up your Moskva a little bit. Doesn't have to worry.
That's right. Now, take a look at what Peyton's done. They have decided that they want to receive the push. So, Skibbity's just going to walk through with the Napoli smoke going. I mean, that's kind of okay. As long as the Napoli doesn't get punished too bad for this. They get resets. They haven't gotten resets yet. There's the radar. It's going to catch the Marceau at a really bad time. We're going to have hot Marceau on Marceau action. With Moskva backup. Napoli got himself reset. He's trying desperately to get the cap.
He should get the cap. I think they have an easier time getting the resets because they know about where he's got to sit.
Yeah, I
just be on that cap.
And then Ayanami goes up and he tries to torpedo the Stalingrad in front of him. You don't torpedo a ship in front of them, usually. You approach them from the rear to torpedo them because it freaks them out more, you know? They don't have the turrets, and they aren't looking that way, usually.
Could have been just to push them back a little bit, because that's at least what it will do. Push them back.
Yeah. Another Citadel on Redonk's Moskva. Ouch. Guys, I remember back when they didn't have the Citadel effect, and you had no idea if something got Citadel or not. You just had to look at the amount of damage they lost. Remember that, Puddin'?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a Citadel. I'm not sure. Ayanami.
Oh,
there you go. There you go. You see him now.
oh,
And Ohio.
Ohio's getting involved.
Mm-hmm.
There's Peyton relocating. Well, they're all leaving A, which means the Marcellus can push in, recap it.
Yeah, that's the strength of Marseilles, right? If you have two of them together, they just go everywhere together. I gotta say, I feel like Peyton's got a far better grasp on this map at this point. I just don't see a way back in for YOLO K. Because they're just gonna walk away from the Marseilles. You got the one that's sitting there. I don't know what he's shooting at. Maybe it looks like the Stalingrad.
I mean, Mako needs to turn around and support the Napoli. That is defending A.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least turn his guns.
He's turning his guns. It's just taking him a while to do it. Looks like Redonk takes a torpedo in front of him. That's gotta hurt. Marceau torpedo too. He got in close. All right, Hank. Shots on Big Six's Marsilli. Some decent damage into the bow. But
Down goes Moskva.
Down goes Moskva, showing broadside to the two Marseilles. And now they're just gonna shoot broadsides on Hank because now Hank is broadside and stopping, and now he's gonna reverse.
You can clearly see Peyton had a game plan. Okay, if they are ready to receive, we give it up. We rotate to the other side of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I think that really comes down to the Stalingrad being more in the middle.
That's right.
Like, ironically, this may have been a setup. Like, okay, we know they're going to see our game, so let's make one strategic move, put Stalingrad in a new spot, bait them into the push, and then realize, well, we're actually not going to push this. We're going somewhere else.
Right. Now, Skippy's doing a really nice job with his Napoli secondaries, and you can see the power of the sap shells that just arc over. And each one of those that hits like the superstructure or the deck armor plating, those are pens. And it's sap. It does good damage. So they're going to take down one of the Marsilis. Now they got the ability to reverse back and take down another, but here's the problem. There's only 3 of them left.
Well, if they kill the Marsili, there will be 3-on-3.
Yeah, but they also don't have any of the caps.
Clearly, you don't play randoms enough. Capping's overrated.
Right? This is the problem when you play a game trying to get the enemy to push you, and the enemy's like, nah, we're not going to push you. What are you going to do now? And, you know, well, okay, I guess we'll have to push. And you see
I'll
the
be
result
honest
of
with
that.
you, I'm surprised Hank and the Repub is not flinging HE at the Stalingrad.
You might as well. He's bow on. I think he just keeps hoping that his AP will somehow manage to penetrate something. I mean, Stalingrad's turret is currently disabled.
I mean, you can still do massive damage to a Stalingrad bow in, but why not do a lot of damage and burn him? Because he burns worse than a battleship.
In 5
Yep.
minutes.
Yep. Well,
Well,
Skibidi is
down
about to
goes
die.
Napoli.
Ta-da!
The enemy is about to win.
And Team Peyton is going to come away with the win in this game. We'll have to see where they end up in the placing. So we'll see that after this game is done.
I haven't won yet.
Okay.
We can still get A and kill the Stalingrad in Ohio that are nearly full health
Mm-hmm.
in about 4 minutes.
In about 4 minutes. Oh, Ohio
Well-
shells. All right, well, Mako grabs the kill. That's a time extension. He's going to get the cap. He should probably heal. You know, he's got 4
What?
of them.
No.
Why you not heal?
Maybe they banned healing instead of ships?
Healing is unsporting, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, Mr. Tier 1.
Well, there goes Hank. And now Mako says, noob team. So what was YOLO K's mistake this game, Puddin? What did they not do right?
I think pushing into A.
Pushing into A with the forces that they had to make a choice. And they made a choice that we see a lot of teams do in COTS. They take the cap, and then they ignore the flank. And you cannot ignore the flank. The ships that are kiting away, you have to kill them and secure that flank. It takes time, but you got to do it. Because if you don't, well, you saw what happened. They just come right up behind you and take advantage of broadside shots because you've forgotten that they exist.
Maybe a little too aggressive with the Repub. I think as soon as they saw the Ohio rotating, the Repub should have been rotating, realizing that it's two Marcel still versus a Napoli. Was it Marcel? What was the other? Yeah, I think that was it. Like it's like they still got to push in, and the Napoli at least has smoke to help farm out somebody. Right, the Repub can shoot across the map while trying to keep the Ohio in check.
All right, well,
But I think that was well played by Peyton and the boys.
I really like the change in tactics, and it completely caught YOLO K off guard. So that was really that was a treat. All right, chat.
I really think that's what it came down to. Was
Mm-hmm.
they set a trap for them, and unfortunately, they fell into it.
Yep. So, guys, we're gonna wait a little bit for them to update the final standings to see who comes in first and all that. It's gonna take a few minutes. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna run a commercial break. And I'm gonna hit the bathroom for a second, and I'll be right back. Putin, while I'm gone, can I ask you a question to entertain chat?
Yes.
Do you like the idea of a repub in this tournament?
Sure, why not? I mean, we were thinking about running a repub if we were bringing one of the ship restrictions because, you know, you have to put the smoke ships with all the freaking battleships. I mean, it's got speed, it's got range, it's got decent plunging fire, right? But it burns things down pretty good too. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why. Well, just sling the HE at the Stalingrad.
You know what would have been fun to see, Puddin? Would be a secondary spec repub, flinging, like you said, HE, and just burn everything down, right?
Well, I mean, these are all small maps, so I'm pretty sure the repub reaches everywhere.
Right. Ultimately, I was going to mention Burgon as a good choice, right? Because it's got the reload booster, got more guns, it's a little bit faster. I really enjoy Burgon.
I mean, like, we faced a Burgon in clan battles one day, and he just burned to death. He couldn't dish out the damage fast enough to be effective. And, like, you know, once you kind of lose a battleship, your cruisers have a little bit more freedom to do what they want to do. But, I mean, the Burgon did the classic, oh, let me stop, because all my guns are forward, and just reverse very slowly while literally everybody shoots HE at me.
Right. Okay, we're just waiting.
Yes.
And that's played, that's wins. Okay. We're just waiting on a couple of teams to put in their results while we wait. Chat, I'm going to yeet out another code as a way of saying thank you to all of you for sticking around, being here, all that good stuff. You guys know the drill. This is over on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, Rumble, or Kick, head on over to twitch.tv/Lord_Zath. Make sure you've followed the channel. That's that little heart icon there. And type something in the chat. That's all you have to do. You have 8 minutes to do it. Still waiting
the mod that lets you draw on the minimap is what again?
WoWS Paint. WoWS Paint. Okay, Divas NTR has reported in. ZGRSG has reported in. We just don't have Peyton versus YOLO K. So I'll report it so that they can get the scores in, because I want you guys to see the final results here. Because currently, Peyton is in 3rd place. Now, let's remind ourselves what is here. So all matches per day, 4 rare economic bonus containers. That's really nice. And then 1 rare economic bonus per map. So even teams that just showed up, even if they lost every single game, they're going to walk away with something. Okay? And then the top finishers are awarded steel for finishing 1st through 4th. And then each player of a winning team, the 1st place, gets a silver ray destruction effect, and the runner-up, 2nd place, receives a red ray. Okay, so that's what we're waiting on here. Okay, and there it is, Peyton winning 6 of their 7 games, coming in 2nd place. The Divas won their match. ZGRSG takes 3rd. NTR takes 4th. YOLO K is, I guess, technically tied, but they're in 5th. Nice break from holiday weekend struggles. Exactly, Snow Mongoose. Exactly. NGA is in 6th. The Wolves protect the pack. We saw them in the first game. They've won 1 battle in 7th place. Anchor Management, we saw them once as well. They won 1 of their 7. Tango and Dark Seas Titans, unfortunately, only participated in 1 battle, and then they were gone. Guys, last opportunity to get in for the giveaway. I'm going to run it until the giveaway is done, and then I'm going to raid out, okay? So big thanks, everybody, for tuning in. appreciate you guys all being here. The next stream for me will be on Sunday. It'll be a normal replay analysis stream plus ranked speed run plus I don't know what else. Maybe I'll do some a different game for a bit or something. We'll see. Monday night, Monday night is our Manor Lord stream. It should be a lot of fun. I've just started a hard mode Manor Lords, which is really tough, really tough. So hopefully you can join in for that kind of stuff. Don't forget, we got about 6 minutes, 5 minutes now in the giveaway. Be a follower on twitch.tv/Lord_Scath. Type something in the chat. If you are on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, get over to Twitch. You still have a couple minutes. And again, Puddin', thank you very much for being here.
No problem.
So I'm going to get a shout out for Puddin' before he does anything else and tries to shout me out. Puddin' is also a Twitch streamer. So go follow him if you haven't already done so. I will warn you, he uses pretty much every gamer word possible in chat, and he invents his own as well. So that's well worth checking out. Also, I do have a rerun channel. If you would take a moment, click the link there and toss a follow over there, it would mean a lot to me. We have an hour and 5 minutes before our next draw over there on the rerun channel. We do 2 draws a day. Guys, I'll tell you what, if you are looking for prizes in World of Warships, codes and stuff, rerun is probably the best place to do it because you know when they're going to be drawn, and typically there's like 5 people who enter. Sometimes like 8 people, and that's it. So you've got great odds for coming away with Warships goodies. So like I said, 2 giveaways per day over on that rerun channel. You can also get Warships drops that way. You will not get a community contributor drop because that account is not my CC account. This one is. We have Words on Stream that goes over there, and then the best of my games play. You can farm out channel points. You can use those for cover my replay so that I cover one of your replays during my replay analysis stream. There's a lot of good reasons to hang out over on the rerun channel. Also want to take a moment and remind you guys, we are doing a sponsored stream from Hero Wars, so if you wouldn't mind helping me out there, it takes all of 10 minutes to click that link, play through it in a browser. You don't have to set it up an account or anything like that. It's really easy. C1 says, Ute! Am I forgetting anything, Puddin'? We lost Puddin'.
What? No.
Oh, I was just at... no.
Busy giving Thurbeck a hard time about hating the key.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. As you should. As you should. If y'all don't mind, I want to go and spend some time with the wife. I don't want to worry too much about trying to do polls for rating and stuff like that. So... let's see who I should raid.
Why not Thurbeck? Like, have you ever rated him?
Yeah, I rated him recently, actually.
Oh, then screw him.
You know, somebody I haven't rated because he's just not on when I'm streaming is Kevasib. So maybe I'll do
shots on.
I'll do Kevasib. Ducky Shot. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Yeah, he is. I met him in real life. All right. Yeah, Recant, it was great to see you. Tone, it was great to see you as well. Thank you guys for coming back, and I hope to see you again in the future. I think we're pretty much all set now. I'm just going to wait for the giveaway to be drawn. And then we're going to go and raid Kevasib, okay? So, thanks everybody. I'm going to go to the outro screen now. And I'll see you all next time. If you're on YouTube, Rumble, or Kick, I'm going to end the stream now. Okay?